Celebrities who died in February 2024. Number 1. Sean Gehringer, who appeared on 16 and Pregnant alongside his then-girlfriend Selena Gutierrez, died on February 28 at age 20. The reality star was driving an ATV near his home in Boone, North Carolina, when it flipped and crushed his skull. Gehringer shared 2 daughters, Dareli and Esme, with his ex, Gutierrez. The pair starred in Season 6 of the MTV series, Split Up, and were on and off in the aftermath of the show. Gehringer is survived by his daughters, mother and sisters. Number 2. Michael Jones, the former pro wrestler who was best known by the ring name Virgil and also appeared under the names Vincent and Lucius Brown, died February 28 at 61. A cause of death was not immediately disclosed, though Jones had previously been diagnosed with stage 2 colon cancer. Born in Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania, in 1962, Jones began wrestling under the name Soul Train Jones in the Championship Wrestling Association in 1985. He changed his moniker to Lucius Brown when he moved to the WWF in 1986, then took on the Virgil persona in 1987. Virgil was in Ted DiBiase and Andre the Giant's corner when they faced Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage at SummerSlam 1988, and eventually turned on DiBiase after years of allyship. He also trained Roddy Piper, and later wrestled in the National Wrestling Conference and World Championship Wrestling, before retiring in 2000. Number 3. Richard Lewis, the actor and comedian known for his neurotic humor, his distinctive delivery, and his long-running role as a fictionalized version of himself on Curb Your Enthusiasm, died February 27 after suffering a heart attack. He was 76. Lewis announced his retirement from stand-up comedy in April 2023 and disclosed that he'd been living with Parkinson's disease. He first rose to prominence with his stand-up in the 70s and 80s, becoming a fixture on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, Late Night with David Letterman, and other late-night programs. He worked on Curb with his longtime friend Larry David from the show's first episode in 2000, and his other screen credits included Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Leaving Las Vegas, Seventh Heaven, 2.5 Men, The Simpsons, Alias, Everybody Hates Chris, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, BoJack Horseman, She's Funny That Way, and Sandy Wexler. Number 4. Charles Dierkop, the character actor who appeared in memorable projects like Butch Cassidy in The Sundance Kid, died February 25 at age 87 at Sherman Oaks Hospital following a heart attack and a case of pneumonia. Dierkop played the outlaw George Flatnose Curry in Butch Cassidy, and reunited with the film's director George Roy Hill for The Sting. Dierkop had small supporting roles in The Hustler starring Paul Newman, Sidney Lumet's The Pawnbroker and Roger Corman's The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Other film credits include the Christmas slasher Silent Night, Deadly Night, Messiah of Evil, and Maverick. On the small screen, Dierkop played undercover investigator Pete Royster in 90 episodes of Policewoman. He also appeared in supporting roles in some of the most prominent series of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including Star Trek, The Andy Griffith Show, Mission, Impossible, Bonanza, Batman, Kung Fu, Gunsmoke, Chips, Fantasy Island, MacGyver, and ER. Number 5. Kenneth Mitchell, best known for playing multiple roles in Star Trek, Discovery as well as Carol Danvers' dad in Captain Marvel, died February 24 after a 5-year battle with ALS. He was 49. Mitchell portrayed the Klingon Kol Shah, and Tenavik, as well as Aurelio, on Star Trek, Discovery. In addition, he voiced several characters in an episode of Star Trek, Lower Decks. Mitchell also had recurring roles on Jericho, Ghost Whisperer, Switched at Birth, The Astronaut Wives Club, and Nancy Drew among others, and in 2019 he was featured as Joseph Danvers in Captain Marvel. Number 6. Chris Gauthier, an actor known for series like Once Upon a Time and Smallville, died on February 23 after a brief illness. He was 48. The English-born Canadian actor had notable roles as Café Diem owner Vincent on Eureka, the villainous Winslow Schott, aka Toyman, on Smallville, and First Mate Smee on Once Upon a Time. He also enjoyed memorable turns in Freddy vs. Jason, Watchmen, Supernatural, and a series of unfortunate events. Number 7. Pamela Salem, a British actress known for her work in the James Bond and Doctor Who franchises, died February 21 at 80. Born in India, she attended Heidelberg University in Germany and the Central School of Speech and Drama in London before starting in repertory theatre in Chesterfield and York. She played the character of Tus in a 1977 Doctor Who adventure, The Robots of Death, and 11 years later portrayed a different character, Professor Rachel Jensen, in Remembrance of the Daleks. Salem reprised both roles in audio plays produced by Big Finish Productions. Her other screen credits included the 1983 James Bond adventure Never Say Never Again, in which she played Miss Moneypenny, as well as the TV series Blake's 7, EastEnders, and The West Wing. Number 8. Tony Ganios, best known for playing fan-favorite character Meat in the Porky's films, died February 18. He was 64. Ganios made his on-screen debut as Perry in the 1979 coming-of-age film The Wanderers. That film also starred Ken Wall, and the two would reunite years later in crime series Wise Guy. Ganios followed The Wanderers up with 3 films in 1981, Back Roads, Continental Divide, and Porky's. Ganios starred in both sequels to the teen sex comedy, 1983's Porky's 2, The Next Day, and 1985's Porky's Revenge. He also had roles in Body Rock, Die Hard 2, The Taking of Beverly Hills, and Rising Sunday. His other television credits include the TV movie Ring of the Musketeers and stints on The Equalizer and Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Number 9. Anne Whitfield, the actress best known for playing Susan Waverly in White Christmas, has died at age 85. The actor died on February 15 at Valley Memorial Hospital in Yakima, Washington, following an accident, according to a death notice on the blog of Burien, Washington. Born in Oxford, Mississippi, in 1938, Whitfield moved to Hollywood with her mother as a child while her father was deployed in World War II. She quickly began working as an actor on nationally broadcast radio programs like The Phil Harris-Alice Faye Show and One Man's Family. At age 15, Whitfield played Susan Waverly, the granddaughter of Major General Thomas Waverly, Dean Jagger, in the holiday classic White Christmas. Susan encourages her grandfather to host a performance by the film's main characters, played by Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera Ellen, at his hotel, which ultimately yields a moving tribute to the general himself. Whitfield's obituary states that she watched White Christmas with her family in December 2023 in celebration of the film's 70th anniversary. Number 10. E. Duke Vincent, the prolific TV producer who worked on hit dramas like Dynasty and Beverly Hills, 90210, died February 10 at age 91 in Montecito, California. Born Edward Ventimiglia in 1932, Vincent entered the entertainment industry by way of aviation. He served as a naval aviator and joined the Blue Angels flying team in 1961, where he helped capture aerial photo sequences for the TV series The Blue Angels. From there, he produced documentaries and shows like Gomer Pyle, Arnie, and The Little People. With his producing partner Aaron Spelling, Vincent worked on Dynasty, Beverly Hills, 90210, Melrose Place, Seventh Heaven, and Charmed. After retiring from television, he wrote 4 novels. Number 11. Country music superstar Toby Keith died February 5 at age 62 following a 2-year battle with stomach cancer. After launching his career with his debut hit Should Have Been a Cowboy, the musician released a string of successful genre songs over the next 2 decades, including his biggest hit to date, 2011's Red Solo Cup, and the divisive September 11-inspired song courtesy of the Red, White and Blue, The Angry American. Celebrities